Hello, hello. So today we're going to play some Toxic, some green-white Toxic. There's some green-blue Toxic decks going around as well. I've played against them a few times. But there's also this green-white version. And this is my take on the green-white version, and hopefully we do well today. So, I mean, it's a pretty simple deck. There's a bunch of strong attackers. Every creature in the deck has Toxic. We've got Skrelv's Hive, which can generate toxic tokens each turn, and if we ever get our opponent to Corrupted, which is give them 3 or more poison counters, then every toxic creature in the deck has lifelink. But again, they all have Toxic, so they all have lifelink. We've also got this Kayla's Reconstruction from Brothers War, which is our mana sink, and if opponent's done a board wipe or something, or if they've used a few removal spells, we can go for Kayla's Reconstruction and get hopefully 2, 3, maybe even 4 creatures into play at one time. And then we've got these 2 crazy 1-drops, the Venerated Rot Priest and the Skrelv Defector Knight. So the Venerated Rot Priest it is, I would say, the build-around of the green-blue version. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. And in this version, it's kind of just protection for our other creatures, to be honest. Like, we're using it for its Toxic 1. We're trying to get 1 or 2 or maybe 3 poison counters off of it, as our opponents will be probably using their removal spells on our bigger creatures like the Bloated Contaminator, our Slaughter Singer, which is going to be pumping up the team, and our Duelist with Double Strike. And we've got Skrelv Defector Knight, which is a 1/1, sorry. It's got Toxic 1 that can't block. And for a Phyrexian mana, which can be paid either using a 1 white mana or 2 life, you can choose a colour, and another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and hexproof from that colour until end of turn. It can't be bought by creatures of that colour this turn. So you can use that to protect your other creatures from a removal spell. You can use it if opponent's got a big blocker, you can use it to kind of get past that with one of your attackers. And important to note that when it says another target creature you control gains Toxic 1, that's another Toxic 1. So if I use Skrelv on a Slaughter Singer, it's not going to go from Toxic 2 to Toxic 1. It's basically going to have Toxic 2 plus 1, Toxic 3. So essentially we've got 2 different win conditions here. We're trying to either kill our opponent with our creatures through damage, or through getting them up to Toxic 10. So let's play some games, see how it goes. Hopefully well. Alright, we're into game 1 here. We're on the play. We've got a decent hand, let's keep it. Couple of 1-drops, Annex Sentry can help us with the removal. Kayla's Reconstruction can help us if opponent's got a lot of removal in their hand. Help us to refill. We'll start off with the Rot Priest. We want to go Seed Core first land there because we can use either colour of our mana there because all of our creatures are Phyrexian. Alright, looks like probably Grixis, which should be fine. Bloated Contaminator is a good draw. We'll save the Annex Sentry until they play something to remove. The opponent's on 3 poison counters already. Which is good, because we can now use the Seed Core. Here, the Seed Core, because we have Corrupted, opponent has 3 poison counters already, we can give a 1/1 creature +2/+1, so we can use that on the Phyrexian Might that was left behind by our Crawling Chorus. We get a Proliferate off, and they're up at 6 poison already. It's tempting just to play this Sentry out just for the Toxic 1. This does represent essentially a lethal attack. 3 Toxic plus your 1 from your Proliferate. So opponent needs something here. There's Corpse Appraiser, okay. We've still got this Kayla's that we can use to kind of fill the board even more. And there's Annex Sentry. We'll use that. We'll eat their Corpse Appraiser, and that should be lethal. Let's get our Corrupted on. They go to 9 poison. And the Proliferate takes them to 10. Easy as that? Okay. let's go to the next one. Okay, game 2. We're on the play again. We've got a decent hand. This is a high-ranked opponent. Just curve out. We've got the Skrell's Hive here. So this, if we get corrupted, so we saw the Seed Core, game 1. If you get corrupted, 3 poison counters, you can use the Seed Core to buff one of your 1/1s by +2/+1. The Skrell's Hive, if you get corrupted, you can then give all of your toxic creatures lifelink. Now, every creature in the deck is toxic, so essentially every creature in the deck will have lifelink. So let's get the Hive down and start letting it churn out the tokens. Also good to get it underneath their Thalia if they have one. There she is. Get that down before the tax comes down. So I think we want to go, of course, we definitely want to get the Skrelv down. I would have liked to get down the Skrelv and the other Hive, but we definitely want the Skrelv. We can use the Skrelv to choose white in this case, and that would let one of our creatures get through past any white blockers. The Thalia is really annoying here because of the first strike, so it'll be nice to be able to get past her and start getting the poison counters on. Because we, as I said, we do want to get to 3 here. So we'll use it on one of our mites. Hold back the choruses, because the choruses can at least block if they go for some swing back here. So we paid 1 instead of using the Phyrexian mana there, because no need to pay the life for the Phyrexian mana, because we've only got a Skrell's Hive in hand. We'll cast that other one, and now we have made it to Corrupted. Thanks to the extra bonus Toxic from the Skrelv there. We've made it to 3, and now all of our creatures have lifelink. We're making tokens every turn, all of our creatures have lifelink, and yeah, that's already enough for the opponent. Okay, this is going great. Go next. Alright, we're on the play again, and just yet another decent hand. No Hive this time, sadly, but you can't have it all your own way. Let's start with the Rock Priest. Island, okay, potentially mono blue. Let's get our first poison counter down now. Go straight into the double striker. The Duelist, it's important to remember that because of the double strike, even though it's only got Toxic 1, the double strike does connect with the opponent twice, so they will go up another 3 poison counters here all the way to 4. Annex Sentry there dealing with the Hermit pretty well. I think I probably, against 3 open mana, I'll attack with the Rot Priest and the Duelist. We'll leave the Annex Sentry back to play around Iganjo. And that game is over again. What's happening here? We're on a rocket ship. Let's keep going. Okay, game 4. We're on the draw here this time. Looks like a reasonable hand to me, though. Turn 1 Kamano is always scary. Alright, let's go for a Rot Priest. We do have 2 overgrown farmlands here, so we will have a tap land on turn 2, which could be really bad. Brushland is great. Get in with our Rot Priest. But we do want to, especially against a deck like Mono Red, we really want to try and get these 3 toxic counters for Corrupted, 3 poison counters for Corrupted before playing the Skrell's Hive. We don't want to take too much damage unnecessarily. This looks like a good block here. Save a bit of life. Saves us 4 life there. Okay, so we can attack with the Rot Priests. They do go to 3, so they've got Corrupted is online. We'll play our 4/4 Contaminator out, and then next turn we can play down the Skrell's Hive and go for a big lifelink attack. Okay, opponent is getting in. Oh, his Singer is very nice. That'll give us even more of a life gain swing here. We can go to Hive, activate our lifelink, big attack. We're on 6. Put them down to 8 and go all the way back up to 15. We've even got Proliferate there. They're on 7 Toxic as well, 7 Poison. And that was a huge turn for us. They have targeted our spell, our creature, with 2 Rot Priests in play, so that's another 2 counters. 2 Toxic counters, they go to 9. Any hit with any Toxic creature now is going to be lethal damage for us. And there's Kayla's as well. Of course, if they've got nothing, this is lethal. And you kind of want to save your Kayla's until you're spending more mana on it than this. We're only going to be able to do an X equals 1. But I think going for an X equals 1 here is good, because if we hit an Annex entry, we can remove one of their creatures. We didn't hit an Annex entry. We don't need any further Rot Priests, because if they target, they're gonna lose anyway. So let's just go for the attack. Let's go for it. See what happens. Even if they have a removal spell here, the Rot Priest will almost certainly leave them dead regardless. Don't really know what they could even have to get past that Rot Priest, but we win again. We can't stop winning. Let's go one more. Maybe we might get a 5-0. Alright, game 5, we're on the play. We've got what looks to me like an insane hand again, so... maybe if every opening hand you have is insane, maybe it's time to just say that's a normal hand, and it's just that the deck is sick. Ronin. Oh, okay. Interesting. Another mono red deck, it looks like, so I think we'll follow the same plan again. Nah, let's go. After drawing the second Hive, let's just get the first one down. They didn't... Ronin's not as strong as something like Kamano like we saw in the last game, so... I think we might have enough time here to just start off the Hive early. We're gonna find out. Using the Seed Core, we can cast these green creatures despite not having another green land. But it does mean we'll only be able to do one at a time. So I think it will work out with our mana as well to go this way, because next turn we can go Rot Priest with our second Hive. And then we can go for this Singer backup. Okay, that's 2. We really want to get them to 3 before attacking next turn, so let's put the Duelist down. We can use that trick that we used the last time to get the kind of double strike damage in first, put them to 3, and then we'll follow up with a big lifelink attack in the same combat. The Ronin just keeps coming though. Our life total is going down, but it does look like we should be able to get this lifelink going off and be able to offset all of this. Okay, they have a removal spell for the Duelist, but remember, because of the Rot Priest here, we get to go to lifelink anyway. And then we can play the Singer next turn and just go for our big attacks. Another land would be nice. That would let us play the second Hive and just keep these tokens churning out. But this is going to be a very big attack for us. We even get a Skrelv as well. Defector might. Let's get the Singer down. Get our lifelink attack, pump it up. And they're on 7 poison and we're back up to 13. And we've just negated most of the damage that they've dealt in this game just with one swing back with the Hive. You can see how useful the Hive is, even in these kind of aggressive creature mirrors. As long as you're patient with when you play it. And I know in this game we played it on turn 2, but in most of the games, it's just how the lands worked out in this game. But in most of the games before, when we've had a real choice to make, we've kind of held it off and went for the corrupted first, and then just tried to swing the game with the lifelink attacks. But it's so important, that lifelink. Okay, and I mean, it's looking to me like they're dead. We've got 6 attackers. They've all got Toxic. Only 2 blockers. And yet again, the deck gets it done. Unbelievable. "24 life we ended the game on against Mono Red, who was going ham with those Ronins. Alright, let's take a final look at the deck, but 5 games, 5 wins. Hey, what's not to like? Okay, yeah. Great results there. Deck performed exactly how I hoped it would. Way exceeding my expectations, to be honest. I wasn't too sure how this deck was gonna play out. But yeah, the Rock Priest got us some crucial, using it in more of a fair way than the kind of so-called combo deck does. It just got us those extra few poison counters that we needed to close the game. Having the 12 1-drops, just letting you get started early in every game. That the mana is good. The Hive lifelink was very important. The Singer buffs were very important. We made use of the double strike on more than one occasion from the Duelist. Annex Sentry removed some crucial creatures for us. Contaminator got some proliferates off. The Seed Core was of course useful at times. All in all, I would say that was surprising, but successful. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.